So Max Hill is contestant number 2. So let's give it up for Max Hill. His performance as Mark Twain served as a highlight to his entertaining people. His career as a nursing home administrator consultant spanned over 30 years, where he showed caring and concern for the elderly population. Tonight, his comedy routine pays homage to Andy Griffith, which I absolutely loved. Giving a big warm welcome to native Texan, who is now a Floridian, Mr. Max Hill.
Well, it was about last October, I believe it was. We was going to hold a tent meeting in this little college town. So we gathered about supper time, and different ones of us thought we ought to get a mouthful to eat. So we did. And before we set up the tent, we got off the truck, and we followed this group of people on through this little patch of woods. And we got to this place where it said, "Get something to eat, cheer." And we did. I got me 2 hot dogs and a big orange drink. Well, so many people were around, they jostled me, and I dropped my big orange. I did. Well, we commenced to go through many gates and all sorts of things, and we finally got to this place where this young boy said, "Ticket, please." Well, I said, "Friend, I don't have a ticket, and I don't know where it is I'm going." He said, "Well, come out as soon as you can." And I said, "I'll do her." Well, finally, everybody seemed to get to where they was going, and they parted ways, and I could see down there. And what I saw was 2 banks of people on either side of a pretty little cow pasture. Yeah, I did. And somebody had drawn white lines all over it. Well, I said, well, I think I'll sit down and see what's going on. Well, pretty soon I saw 5 or 6 convicts down there blowing whistles. And I thought, well, I need to see what's going to happen here. So I sat down. Well, about that time, 30 or 40 pasture. And everybody got up and hollered. And I said to the fellow next to me, "What are they hollering about?" And he said, "Friend, have another big orange." And I did. I had another big orange. Well, about that time, I looked down there, and there were there were people there that were showing that they were involved in that sporting event, I guess it was, and 2 men came out from either side of that cow pasture, and a convict stood between them, and he flipped a coin, and everybody got up and hollered again. Well, it seemed like everybody wanted that little pumpkin that they were playing with. And so I knew they weren't going to eat it because they kicked it all day and they never busted once. But friends, everybody seemed to want that pumpkin, and they got into the awfulest fight I've ever seen. They would knock each other down, they would throw each other down, they would kick each other, they would grind each other into the ground. And I don't know what all. And if one got injured, they'd carry him off and bring somebody else on. Well, about that time, the young boy that had said, "Ticket, please," he walked up to me and he said, "Friend, it is that you're going to have to leave because you don't have a ticket." And I said, "Well, I'll do her. I'll leave. I don't mind." And I did. And friends, to this day, I don't know exactly what it was they was doing down there, but I have studied about it, and I think it was some kindly of a contest that they could see who could take that little pumpkin all the way from one side of that cow pasture to the other without getting knocked down or stepping in something.